Hey guys, out with Kobuk, taking a walk downtown in the city of Frederick. Has any of you ever drove in a city? Can you remember your first time driving in a city? Man, driving in a city can be stressful, especially if you're not confident in your abilities to drive in the first place. Well, that brings me to my point. When you're driving through a city, it's kind of stressful when you're new at it, when you're unsure what to do, when you're not sure of the rules of the road completely. But you know what's not stressful? Driving through a city, sightseeing, with somebody who's driving, who is very experienced and very competent. Then it can be enjoyable. Why am I talking about all this? Well, it's simply an analogy for walking your anxious dog, or any dog. Kobuk here is an anxious dog. That's no secret, right? She's an anxious dog. And if I had this walk set up in a way where she felt like she had to be the one to lead and to be the decision maker, well, then she'd experience the stress of a new driver trying to drive through a city. Instead, what I want her to feel is that I'm in the driver's seat, I'm competent, I'm taking care of everything, and she's just a passenger along to enjoy the ride. While Kobuk is in her downstay, I want to talk to you guys about why giving her direction and taking the leadership role, meaning I'm the one who's in control of this outing, helps her feel safe and comfortable. Okay? No matter how anxious somebody is about any given scenario, if you've been around truly anxious people and truly anxious dogs, telling them it's going to be okay is not enough, okay? If I try to tell somebody who's super nervous to ride in a car through a city, we'll use that analogy again, that it's just going to be okay and that everything's going to be fine, it's not enough. For extreme anxiety, you need to prove to that person or to that dog that it's going to be okay, all right? Instead of coddling your dog in a situation where they might be nervous, saying, it's going to be okay, pet, 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 show them it's going to be okay. Say, here's what we're going to do. I have a game plan because I'm competent. I'm going to have you walk and heel next to me, and I'm going to prove to you that these things that you're scared of are not harmful to you. I'm there for you. I'm going to take action. I'm going to take responsibility to get us from A to B and show you that everything's going to be okay. And I'm going to do that over and over and over again to the point where you trust me. You trust my guidance. You can now relax. The reason coddling doesn't work is because it's not directional. And if you're just using coddling and baby talking to try to make your dog feel better about a situation, first of all, you're gonna notice it doesn't work. Because if it did, well, dog trainers wouldn't exist, because everybody could say, it's gonna be okay, baby. What you're doing is you're not giving your dog any direction. What they really need is for you to prove to them it's gonna be okay by stepping up to that leadership role, saying, this is what I need you to do. We're gonna do this, and I'm gonna show you everything is gonna be fine. Okay, that works. That's direction. That's leadership. That's helpful. With that being said, there's a difference between coddling and then praising, okay? If I'm taking the leadership role and I want to let her know you are doing awesome, then I'm going to let her know. And I can do that with affection. That is okay, right? So if I see her down here and I see she's doing great around all these distractions, I'm going to simply tell her, good job, honey. You're doing great. This is reassurance. It's reassurance, but I'm not just giving reassurance. I'm backing up what I say, and I'm taking action. And then when she's giving me trust and she's participating in what I've asked her to do, hey, I can give praise. Good job, honey. You're doing fantastic. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you giving me trust. Okay? That's how we use it. So if you're just using affection and you're not giving direction with it, you're not using it as just praise to say, hey, good job, keep going, we're almost done, then you're not going to get anywhere, okay? We're going to continue on with our walk. Let's head further into town with more distractions. Downstays are a great way to use structure in a way to introduce your dog to stimulus that might make them nervous, right? Because it allows them to sit still without running and try to hide from this stuff. And it gives them the chance to finally realize, oh my gosh, nothing's going to harm me. This is not so bad. Really great way to build confidence in the world around them. Good girl, honey. All right, let's continue on the walk. Come. Heel. Good girl. Guys, I really hope this was helpful. Kobuck, I can feel, is starting to loosen up out here. Really trust in me and my guidance. So remember, with all dogs, but especially with dogs who are nervous and anxious, we need to prove to them that we're capable of leading and that we're competent and that we're in control and that we'll keep them safe and they can trust our direction. This helps immensely with making them feel secure and allowing them to experience the world in a way that eventually makes them feel like it's a safe place to be. Throwing a little free time in there too for some bonus. She's doing great. A dog who's really nervous will actually have trouble going off on their own and sniffing, which I noticed with her in the beginning. She wouldn't even take a potty break, but now, good girl, break. Now she's starting to explore a little bit, which is good. She's letting her guard down. She's not so worried. This is fantastic. I'm gonna let her explore a little bit more. Maybe even use the bathroom, and then we'll head home. Thanks for watching, guys. Go on, break. What do you think about it all? Yeah. There you go. Good girl.